Welcome to our channel. My name is Tracy. I'm the keeper of the home here at 4D Farms, where we are all about faith, family, home, and farm. I hope you find something on our channel that will encourage you and inspire you on your journey. Be sure to give us a thumbs up, hit like and subscribe, and be sure to turn that little notifications bell on so you'll get notified every time a brand new video is uploaded. We hope to see you in each and every one. Thanks for watching. Hey y'all, welcome to today's video. We are fixing to head out to the garden and see if there's some things that needs to be picking, what you need to look for, how to know when to pick it, how many more days to give it, how to judge it. We'll see what all needs to be picking, y'all, in today's video. We're going to check everything, and then we'll do some individual clips, and we'll go from there, okay? So let's go out to the garden and see what we need to start looking for as to when to pick everything, okay? Okay, now we're going to check the corn. What do you think?
When the silks get dried like this, it's time to start picking them.
All the way down to there?
Yep, when they start getting dried, it's time to pick, so that the sugar content don't turn to, I'll tell you what, whatever it's called.
Starch?
Starch.
Yes. Oh, that's a good one right here. Look at that one. When they get dry, all the way down to there. That's good and fat right there. All of them are not going to be ready today, but the ones that are ready, you're just going to have to start checking them every day. So that's how you know when it's time to start picking your corn. So far we got one 5-gallon bucket. Okay, y'all, this is what we do with our corn when we bring it in, okay? I got a baby bottle brush. I just scrub it. Get you any kind of brush that's got strong bristles. Not too strong of a bristle that it's going to bust your kernel. I do it under the running water. That's it. And I'm going to put it over here on a towel, and then I'll show you the next step. The next thing we do with our corn, we make light work of putting our corn up. We put all of ours up on the cob, and it goes good. He cuts the ends off while I'm washing and silking and doing all that. I lay them over here on the towel. He starts getting bags ready with the vacuum sealer, starts cutting the ends off. We start bagging them and putting them in the vacuum seal bags. Then we will turn around and vacuum seal them. We just like putting ours up on the cobs because, for one, it retains the moisture. For number two, it's quicker work. And for number three, when we get ready to use the corn, if I want cream style corn, all I gotta do is cut it off the cob. Whole kernel corn the same way. If we want corn on a cob, I leave it in the bag, and these bags are steamable in the microwave. So when we do corn on a cob, I steam our corn in these bags. Put butter and seasonings in there and just steam them in the microwave. So I'll let you see the next step when we get to it. Okay, now we put them all in the bags and we start vacuum sealing them. And we're going to label what these are because we have 3 different types of corn. So we're going to label these bags and see which ones we like the best. Okay, y'all, that one 5-gallon bucket yielded 15 bags. Okay, that's not all of our corn, y'all. That is just, we stagger our corn. Okay, we have 3 different types. I told you when I started planting the corn, I was planting 3 different types, okay? If y'all have been following through my whole gardening season, when I started planting this year, okay, I told y'all we were going to be planting 3 different corns, and we stagger our corn, okay? So that way everything's not all coming in at one time and you can't keep up. So stagger your corn, and what I mean by that is, though, plant 2 rows one day, wait a couple of days or a week, plant 2 more rows, wait a week, or a few days, plant 2 more rows. This way it's not all coming in at one time and you're not overwhelmed and it's not drying out before you can get to it. You have to work with corn quickly because from the time you shuck it, let's start back on the stalk. The longer you leave it on the stalk and you don't get it at its peakness, it starts drying out, losing its moisture on the inside, and then it just starts getting contaminated with the worms. Worms gets all in it, and you start losing it. All of it may not be ready at the same time. That was 1 row, okay? 1 row, and only half of the row really was ready right now. First thing in the morning, he's going to go out there, check the rest of the row, okay? And then for the next 2 or 3 days, we're going to check those first 2 rows. We still have 4 rows to go. They're not ready yet. So see, it's not all coming in at one time. We're not exhausted, okay? But the longer you leave your corn out there, it's getting dry, okay? It's going to start drying inside the shucks, okay? So get it at its peakness. Get it inside. Get it inside. The minute that you take those shucks and those silks off, that's its protection. You have to work quickly with corn. That's why we don't want all of it coming in at one time, okay? You have to work quick with corn. We got it in the house in a sink full of water to keep it hydrated while we went back out, took some stuff to the neighbors, finished picking green beans. Then we came in the house, made quick work of a 5-gallon bucket. And you know what? In the morning, we'll probably get another 5-gallon bucket. Then we'll start the next row, okay? We're only picking right now what is ready. And then every single day, we will check and keep checking and keep checking and picking it, okay? You got to work quick with corn. This is how we put up our corn. Now, I know you're saying, I don't have that much freezer space. If you don't have that much freezer space and you can't freeze them on the cob, before we started freezing them all on the cob, y'all, I did sit in my floor, had a sheet spread down, turned on the TV, turned on some movies, and I would sit and we would cut corn off the cob. My littlest one would help me. He would sit on the floor and he would do some. Okay, but y'all, that was so time consuming. Okay, so fortunately we have the freezer space. Okay. Now, if you don't have the freezer space, you might want to check into canning or freeze drying or dehydrating or taking it off of the cob, cream style, whole kernel corn, and then putting it in bags and then freezing it that way. I don't know what has happened with those old freezer boxes, y'all, that my grandparents used. The little pint freezer boxes, you remember, had the little matching lids with them. They were square. I don't see those hardly anymore. That's how my grandparents put up their corn, okay? So if you have enough space just for those, okay, find your space. Find the way that you're going to put up your corn, okay? Figure out what's the best way to preserve your goods for you and your family and for the space that you have. If it's canning, check with your Ball Blue book. Y'all, there's other videos out there just like mine that teaches people how to preserve their food, how to can, how to freeze, dehydrate, freeze dry. We do not have a freeze drying machine yet. That may be something we may be looking to in the future, okay? Because they're pretty pricey. But this is the way we put up our corn. This is not all of it. This is just today's picking. We're going to have some more in the morning. We're going to have some more tomorrow, the next morning, the next day, okay, till those 2 rows are gone. Then we start working on the next 2 rows, okay? Then the last 2 rows, okay? So this is how we do our corn, y'all. It may not be for y'all, but this is the quickest way that we can get it in the house, get it put up before it starts drying out, okay? And like I said, when I get ready to cook with it, all I do is open up the bag. If I want cream style corn, I just scrape it off the cob right then into a pan, put it on the stove. Whole kernel corn the same way. If I'm going to do corn on the cob, those vacuum seal bags are steamable in the microwave. or boiling on the stove, okay, and submerged in some water or a sous vide machine, okay, and I just open up a slit in the bag, throw me some butter in there with some seasonings, roll them around, steam it in the microwave. Booyah! I got corn on the cob. So this is how we put up our corn, y'all. So, and then if you want to check out our other video, this is the second video I've done, so that's okay. You can check out that other one, processing corn, okay? And then there may be something in that one that I didn't say in this one or vice versa. So this is how we put up our corn, and like I said, this ain't all of it. We still have 4 more rows to go. So I hope y'all like this method. I hope y'all try it. I hope it works for you. I'm trying to get out of the light, and I'm not having any luck. Here we go. Okay, so this is our corn. We are fixing to take showers. Then we're going to sit down and work on these green beans and just watch movies the rest of the night. Okay, so I hope y'all like this. We'll see you in the next video.